May's 3-in-1 topic, books you want to see made into movies, coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to Book Your Imagination. My name is Anne. I belong to a Goodreads group called Booktubers from around the world. It was started by Cherry Walker. I have a link to her channel below, so definitely check her out. This month's 3-in-1 topic is books you would like to see made into movies. All of them? Well, the topic is 3-in-1, so I could only pick 3. So here are my choices. The first story is The Emperorssoul by Brandon Sanderson. It was first published in November of 2012. It's a short story and it's a fantasy. The emperor's wife has been assassinated and the emperor has been wounded and is in an unrecoverable coma. About the same time, a thief is caught with a nearly flawless forgery of a very famous object. So the council, who needs to keep the emperor's debilitating injury a secret, tells the thief instead of executing her, she has to forge a new soul for the emperor. Now this is not going to bring the emperor back, but it's got to be so close that no one can tell. So that is the plot line of the story. It's a short story, so it would translate really well into a movie. Short stories don't have a lot of time to develop subplots in addition to the main plot, but there are a couple of subplots in here, and those would also translate really well to a movie. The second book I want to recommend is Perfect State, also by Brandon Sanderson. This was first published in March of 2015, and it is also a short story, but this one is science fiction. Rather than tell you the plot, I wanted to read the opening paragraph and then one other short section from the book. On the 300th anniversary of my birth, I finally managed to conquer the world, the entire world. It had made for a rather memorable birthday present, though admittedly I'd been placed into this world with the intention and expectation that I'd someday rule it. So that, for me, is just like a great opening paragraph. The next section I want to read tells a little bit about the setting of the story. Xinwei's doctrine states that the most essential morality of mankind is to create the greatest amount of happiness among the greatest number of people using the least amount of resources. Turned out, the best way to create a greatly satisfied people using minimal resources was to remove their brains when they were fetuses and attach them to simulated realities to fit their emerging personalities. First, ick. But it lays such a great premise for the story. So that is not what the story is about. That just gives you an idea of the setting. Again, this would translate into a movie so well because as a short story, you have your primary plot and a couple of subplots, so you would lose nothing going to the screen. This is also one of the reasons why I love Brandon Sanderson's writing so much. Here are 2 short stories, as polar opposite as they can be. One is pure science fiction, one is pure fantasy. It just really gives you an idea of the depth and breadth of his imagination. The third book I would like to see made into a movie is called A Criminal Magic by Leekelly. It was first published in February of 2016. Now this is a historical fantasy novel, and it is set in the Prohibition era where it is magic that is illegal, not alcohol, and the gangs are fighting for control of these areas where the magic clubs are. This follows the story of Joan, who is a dirt-poor backwoods sorceress, very powerful, and she is going to do whatever she has to do to protect her kin. This is also the story of Alex, a federal prohibition unit trainee who has gone undercover in the club to try to bring these gangs down. So it's set in an era that's glamorous and dangerous and has a certain mystique about it. The story is really well done. It's unexpected, it's original, it doesn't go where you think it's going to go, and it would make a great movie. I could also see it as a television series, either one. So those are my 3 choices for books I'd like to see made into movies. As always, this is #JMO, just my opinion. If you like what you see in here, please subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, give it a thumbs up.